In a couple of years, Michael got promoted from an assistant to a senior manager. He got not only pleasure from his work, but also good money. Unlike many of his colleagues, whose success made them arrogant, the man remained the same pleasant and friendly person. His subordinates were respecting to him, but also loving him. One day he invited the entire office to a restaurant to celebrate his birthday. In the middle of the feast, Michael went out on the doorstep for a smoke. Suddenly a boy of about 6 came up to him and asked if they had anything to eat after the party. Right next to Michael was his colleague Daniel, who had also gone out for a smoke and to discuss office gossip. He looked at the little boy and told him to get out of here. But Michael only gave his colleague a rebuking look and then led the boy to a cafe where he ordered him soup, main course and apple pie. But to Michael's surprise, the boy was in no hurry to eat at all. He ate the soup himself and then took a bag out of his pocket and began to carefully put the rest of the food in it. Michael was shocked. He grabbed the boy by the hand and told him to eat everything by himself, and he would order more for him. The boy looked at Michael and said, through his tears, that it was for his mother and little sister because they were home hungry. Michael couldn't take it anymore. He said goodbye to his friends and went with the boy to the supermarket. There, Michael bought several bags of food and told him to show where he lived. They walked a couple of blocks and stopped in front of a shabby door in an apartment building. The door was opened by a beautiful but deathly tired woman in her 30s. She looked at Michael frightened and tiredly asked what Tom had done to him. At that moment, a thin voice rang out. From the next room, a skinny little girl of about 3 years old was peeking out, asking for food. Without waiting to be invited in, Michael carried the bags into the small kitchen. The woman was silently looking at everything that the man bought, and tears ran down her eyes. She kept repeating that she would return everything. Paying no attention to the wails of a shocked woman, Michael poured cereal into an old plate. Then he added milk and sat the girl on the only chair in the kitchen. Then he made a simple sandwich for the woman and put the kettle on. When she had eaten a little, Michael asked how she had come to such a life. The story of Megan, that was the woman's name, turned out to be elementary, but quite typical and very traumatic. The children's father met another woman, took almost all of their savings, and moved away. Just at that time, the daughter fell ill, and she had to pay out the last of her money for medicine. And the next paycheck will be another week. The girl needed care, and the boss at work threatened to fire her for her daughter's frequent illnesses. Michael listened and was shocked by the deprivation of this woman and her young children. He said goodbye to his new acquaintances and asked them to come see them tomorrow. A smile flashed across Megan's face. She was pleased for this unexpected kindness and support from a stranger. The next day, Michael brought groceries and medicine for the little girl again, and soon Megan's life became a little easier. She was able to get her daughter into a municipal kindergarten, so she began to work, knowing that her daughter was under care. Michael still periodically visited them, bringing food and faith in good people. Some time later, with Megan's permission, he began taking the children to the park for a walk, and for the boy's birthday, he gifted him the first bicycle in his life. It so happened that over time, the man realized that he was more attracted to Megan and her children than to his own home, and he proposed to her. The woman thought for a second and then agreed, and the children were the happiest of all.